Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. Rest of today's videos, Thursday and Thursdays, I try to do Thursday's Thirsty Thoughts, come up with a topic, do a video about it. Hopefully it's engaging. Or, as the case is today, someone in the comments section says, hey, this is a cool topic, I think. You should give it a shot. And I'm like, that is a good topic. So today's comes from N.E. Taps Taylor, if I'm remembering correctly. And it's essentially, what was the best beer city you've been to, which I think is an awesome topic. I think a lot of people could comment on their experience with that. So obviously I've not traveled everywhere. This is very much based on places I've been able to travel. And I basically came up with three. I hope I'm not cheating coming up with three. I will go West Coast. I'll start on the West Coast and head east. And the first one is the San Diego area, which is a very large encompassing area, to be fair. I've talked about this before. I was there. My wife had a work conference. I tagged along. I had the long weekend or week off that she was going to be there, so I went with her. And while she was doing her conference stuff during the day, I hit up some breweries or other sites and stuff. I met up with Joe from Jow's Arcade while I was out there. He and I went to Modern Times, which was awesome. I went to, Pure Project. I went to AleSmith, one of the Ballast Point locations. I went to a Stone location. And then there was some smaller local ones I also went to that were really cool and either, good to very good beers and cool locations. I just had a great time. People were super friendly, and San Diego is definitely known for beer. And I would say that was definitely way up there, and their reputation is warranted. I mean, California has some other awesome spots. My friend Jim lives in Santa Rosa, and besides Russian River, there's some cool breweries that I've gone to with him when I visited. So I'm sure there's like a bunch of awesome places. And again, this is just where I've been, guys. And then I got to go more Midwest. Maybe not too big of a surprise given who I am and preferences I have, but I gotta go with Chicagoland. Again, I'm cheating a little bit. Maybe some things might be a little out of Chicago proper, maybe not. So I went there for an anniversary a few years ago, or many years ago at this point, who knows. Time is weird now. I'm having a hard time remembering time. I hope I'm not the only one. We went out, our anniversary is right around Thanksgiving, so I'm like, hey, let's go to Chicago. We both wanted to see Hamilton, and it was cheaper to fly to Chicago and see Hamilton than it was to get tickets on Broadway. And we live in Albany. I mean, like, we live closer to New York City. We could just take the train down or something, drive down. That's how much cheaper it was. So, it's like, oh, wait, we could see Hamilton. We could go and get the, Bourbon County releases, which that's a whole other story I've told where my wife made us miss the plane. But I was able to get some Goose Island time when I was there. We went to, oh my God, I'm forgetting the name of this brewery. I was just talking to someone recently in the comment section or on Instagram messaging about it. Hopleaf? Crap, I'm forgetting it. It was like this really cool bar, craft beer bar. They had other stuff, but I want to say it was Hopleaf. It was really cool. And we didn't have time to do everything I wanted to do. Half Acre, Revolution. I really want to go back to Chicago and do a bunch of stuff. But definitely those two breweries I wasn't able to go to. Hop Butcher did not have a location yet. So Chicago, we had so much fun just in that city. And then the few places we did have drinks, again, like Goose Island doing all their Bourbon County stuff. Again, I think it's Hopleaf. I cannot believe I'm forgetting it right now for sure. And then there's we did one or two other cool places, and it's no, we got to go back for sure. We were only there for a couple nights or 3 nights, so it's tough to put too much into that time span. And then I'm going to be a hometown hero, and I'm going to say the capital region of New York is also really rad. We got some old school breweries that still exist, like Browns, who are very good actually. Good food program, good beers, awesome setting. I've gone there for a wedding and wedding reception. I've gone there just to, have a lunch and some beers. Fidens is making awesome beers. I don't love every change that they made recently, but their beers still seem to be awesome. One of the hidden gems, in my opinion, of the entire United States of America, beer-wise, is very close to me. Delaware Supply, that I've talked about a few times on the channel. And it's kind of my go-to anymore if people like craft beer coming to the area. It's let's go check out Delaware Supply. They have something like 11 taps and like when Keith from Night 3 Lumber was here, where like basically they have one of everything except I think a Kolsch was like the only thing we didn't see represented. They have a few bottles and cans too. Like they didn't have a cream ale on draft, but they had Jenny cream, for example, in their refrigerator. They could get cans of their house beers Orval. They get that Piche de Mal, however, whatever that is, de Mortal maybe. They get like that special day. They've gotten the Zwanza day. I'm really bad at pronouncing things. Several times, and it's this tiny place. It's tiny, and then you see these beers they pull. You see these events they're able to have, and it's awesome. It's like, shouldn't this place? It's like Monks, and Philly's also one I considered. Anyone who wants to yell at me that I didn't pick Philly. But it's like way smaller than Monks, and they haven't been around as long as them. They get some like really, I mean, they don't get like Pliny the Younger and stuff at Delaware Supply, but like they get some really cool stuff. Like this beer's Artisanal Brew Works. It's a little bit outside of where I live. It's like a 35-minute drive, but like if you're willing to go that far, there's that Treehouse location. Make sure you check out tomorrow's video. Also, Artisanal, people are sleeping on Artisanal, and I don't understand it, and that needs to end. If you're heading up to Treehouse, you should be going to Artisanal as well. There's a Druthers location up there. I'm not huge on their beers, but anyway. And then a couple other new breweries I want to check out here that people are saying really good things about, just haven't had a chance to check out yet. So yeah, I'm gonna say don't sleep on the capital region of New York. There's some very proper breweries in this area that are making awesome stuff. There's ones I haven't even tried yet that people are saying are awesome, and there's some really cool beer bars. But I wanted to highlight. There's other ones. Albany on Oyster, another fan favorite when people who like beer come to the area. When Joe from the Beer Patrol came, it's like, yeah, let's go there. We're gonna get some good beers. We're gonna get some good food. Madison Poorhouse, another good one I like. That's like literally right around the corner from me. So yeah, it's a really cool place. So I definitely want to prop up the local stuff as well. So yeah, those are my answers. I cheated a little bit. I didn't just pick one, but he might have said cities plural anyway. So what do you think? Did I come up with a bunch of hogwash, or do you agree with 1, 2, or 3 of them? Do you have completely different ones you're going to tell me about? I envision I'm going to get a Tampa one. I'm going to get at least one Philly. I'm going to probably get maybe one down in the Texas way, maybe a different Midwest spot. I'm going to be told I'm wrong part of California, West Coast maybe. I don't know. I'm excited what the comments have. So blow those comments up, guys. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out. Oh, thank you again for the topic. Any Taps Taylor. Again, I think I have that right. I think I'm remembering that right. Thank you for the topic idea. I always appreciate those, especially when it does get me excited like this one did. And yeah, so anyway, what are your thoughts? Comment section below. Let's get those conversations going. When you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untappd. It's No Hype Beer Reviews of both those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.